Welcome to the Sauce and Gravy channel. This is Johnny Mac. I'm going to show you how to make a roasted garlic and thyme compound butter. Perfect to top a steak, a baked potato, throw on some veggies, spread it on toast, you name it. Begin with the garlic first. For this recipe, you'll need 2 medium-sized full garlic bulbs. Cut the top portion of the garlic off to expose the cloves. Save the tops of the garlic. You can use those in other recipes. Grab some aluminum foil, place it dull side facing up on the workbench. Put the garlic in the center with the exposed garlic cloves facing up. Douse the garlic with some olive oil, making sure to cover it completely. Season the clove with some salt and a dash of pepper. Now it's time for the fun part. Time to make a pouch for the garlic clove. Grab the aluminum foil with the garlic enclosed and just wrap it up, make a nice airtight little pouch. I like to use muffin tins to roast the garlic, however you can use a baking tray if you'd like. Repeat the same process with the second garlic bulb. That takes care of that. It's not really too difficult at all. Now it's time to bake the garlic, 350 degrees Fahrenheit, 176 Celsius for 50 minutes. And I love roasted garlic, so I'm making one extra. The garlic's roasted, there's a warm, delicious smell in the air. Break these guys out of the oven, put them to the side, let them cool off, and once they cool, we can start working on our compound butter. So check out this garlic, look at it. It has a nice caramelization, a little bit of brown, it's soft, and the smell is absolutely amazing. Begin by removing the garlic. You can use a small spoon, a knife, you can squeeze it, whatever you prefer. Look at this, you've got to try this out. Look how soft and tender that clove is. That's fire right there. After all of the cloves have been removed, the goal is going to be to pulverize them, smash them, turn them into a paste. So I'm going to use a mortar and a pestle. You can use whatever you like in order to give it a nice paste out of all of that garlic. The next ingredient for this compound butter recipe is fresh thyme. We'll need about 2 tablespoons of the thyme leaves. So it's pretty easy to remove those leaves. Just grab the stem and then just kind of work your fingers down through and pull off all of the leaves. Sometimes the tips break off, so you just kind of have to manually pluck those leaves off. Here we go. Grab the butter, grab a mixing bowl. It's time to throw it all together. The butter, it's unsalted. It's half of a cup or 113 grams. The butter needs to be soft, so not melted, it needs to be soft. So don't put it in the microwave and try to melt it. That's not going to do any good. So it has to sit out for an extended period of time and become soft. The next step after you add the butter to the bowl would be ideally to cream the butter. Grab a spatula, mix it up, make it nice and soft, or you can put everything into the bowl and give it a mix. So at this point, throw that roasted garlic into the bowl. Drop in that fresh thyme. It's 2 tablespoons of just the thyme leaves. In goes 1/4 of a teaspoon of white pepper. If you don't have white pepper, use black pepper. I won't tell anybody. Last but not least, 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt. Grab a spatula and give it a mix. Use that spatula to smash and stir and combine all of the ingredients. After a minute or 2, it should be a big homogeneous ball of butter. Now it's time to prep that compound butter for the fridge. There are a number of ways that you can do this. You can use a piping bag, pipe out designs onto parchment paper, store it in the fridge, or you can do it like this. Place the butter onto cling wrap, put it into the center, wrap it up into a nice cylinder. You can shape it, you can form it to the desired thickness that you like. I'm gonna make this pretty wide, 2 inches thick. After it's been shaped, grab the sides, twist it up, make it nice and tight, form a nice cylinder, and then give it a roll. This will help compress that compound butter and form a nice cylindrical shape. Make sure it's well closed, tuck the ends in, and then it's ready for the fridge. Butter tends to absorb the odors in the fridge. I find that the cling wrap is a great way to keep those odors out of the butter. After a few hours, the butter's hardened up. We have a nice compound butter log. Now it's time to unwrap it and see what we have. And I bet you're wondering how long this would last in the fridge. It'll last covered roughly a week. But check it out, nice, thick, solid. It's a perfect family size. 1 stick of butter really does the job. At this point, all you have to do is slice it up. It should slice really easily. You can cut these as thin or as thick as you like, just depending on what you're using it for and just how much you want. But I'm gonna cut these about 1/4 of an inch thick. I'm gonna put them on a steak, so I want a lot of the compound butter on that steak. This is super versatile. You can throw it on baked potatoes, put it on veggies, put it on noodles, add it to a sauce to add additional flavor. And if you really wanted to, you can make a big batch, portion it out, store it in the freezer for up to 3 months. Well, that's how you make a roasted garlic and thyme compound butter. Well, thanks for watching. Be sure to hit that like button, smash that subscribe button if you'd like to learn more sauce and gravy making tips and techniques.